Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're of course still playing as Rügen. We're going for a custom achievement, the Emperor's Pirates. All we have to do is grab AAA Credit and the even better than Piet Heyn achievement, whilst essentially keeping our grubby fingers off the Empire. The Empire looks weird to me. There's this giant blob of Austria here, and yet they're so under pressure by an even more ginormous blob of Mr. O. It's a scary world out there. I mean, we look kind of big, sure, but if we look at the Great Power ranking, while we're on there, we're mostly on there. Yeah, so we're still mostly on there on the grace of our technology. And people like Mr. O are just miles and miles away, right? It's huge, and that's especially true if we look at military might. We have 44,000 folks. The Austrians have right now they only have 59. At war they had like 100,000 running around, and Mr. O is just a casual 309,000 just sitting there, you know, as you do. It's a scary world, and we are neighbors with Mr. O. We have friends. We're part of the Empire, and we are allied to Austria, which is a bit of a double dipping. Well, it's not really double dipping. It's just, I don't know, double something sort of situation. And it's scary because it's probably going to be a league war, and I really don't want to be in that. And Mr. O is on the opposite side, and things are a bit iffy in that regard. Anyway, we're not in war, which seems odd. We are making a deficit, which is even worse. I'm not 100% sure how to fix our deficit here. We're making money off spoils of war, but the makeup of our fleet, which is just... What's this? A little less than half of it is trade boats, and there's this just heavies and galleys, which do add to our trade power, but just a tiny little bit. It's not great. It's not great for making money, to be sure, especially with the upkeep on those heavies. It's certainly a thing. Look at that fleet maintenance. Army maintenance isn't cheap, and fort maintenance isn't cheap, but really that fleet it's costing me. Now, I do like being, especially as a pirate nation, the most powerful navy in the world. I'm pretty sure we are. We beat up the Brits, something fierce. Beat up the Danes, something fierce. Sure, there's French folks around, and I suppose Spanish folk around. Let's have a quick look at that Spanish navy, just so we can see whether we are the owners of the world here. Yeah, not bad numbers, I suppose. The Spaniards have slightly more heavies than we do. They don't have the galleys, so we do have some move. The Ottomans have a lot of galleys, and not really the anything else. I think we're doing pretty well, especially since we also have a bunch of combat modifiers. I think we can beat pretty much anybody on this thing. Wouldn't want to fight an Ottoman in the Mediterranean, I suppose. But who does? Now, I just don't know how much that navy is going to help us if we get into actual mainland wars. Over here we ate a bunch of land. We made the Brits concede Canada. It's arguable whether we should have made them concede Eastern America, because that would have given us what exactly? I keep on not finding this map mode. It should be geographical, right? Colonial regions, isn't it? There it is. Yeah. Could have made them give us Eastern America, which would have fed our smaller nation here, the Black Pearl, and probably given us the extra merchant. Yes, so that's force limit. I'm looking at the completely wrong thing, but still. They don't have the merchant yet, and we are probably pretty close. What is this? 5, 9. So one province would have done it. I could argue for that. I'm not super into the merchant, so it's not insane, and it's not too hard either to feed these guys another place. Like, I don't know, a Bika, to pick a random person here. Or maybe a nice little Kitawa. Do your friends even come in? Just Tuscarora. What's a Tuscarora again? Keep forgetting. It's not you. Right down. I mean, don't answer that. Oh, it's these. So just tiny folk. So not a big deal here. Now, it's not a war probably that the Black Pearl can do on her own, is it? Well, they could just beat up these folks just easily. The Cherokee. And then should you show up with your 7k troops? After all, it's not nothing. They might have more land somewhere. Potomy's our overlord. Are you like tributaries? You are. Interesting. They're tech 8. My subjects are tech 15. They could probably beat them up. No, they're drilling. The fools that they are. So there's going to be a bit of an iffy situation there. But I could look to a war year. Things I believe we're still dropping war exhaustion, aren't we? Yeah, from that Infinity War against the Swedes. And I would like to keep that to keep on dropping, is the thing, right? Also still claiming the Netherlands. I haven't really decided whether I can claim this or not. I'm gonna claim it because I can't decide. It's not an empire. It's an empire province, but it's not a emperor province. I'm not gonna take it unless I have made a decision. It's a bit of an edge case here. Or is it? Oh, it's not. Why wasn't I claiming this? Maybe they removed it from the empire. That's nice. Yeah. So my claim is fine here. It's not an empire province anymore. So that's all groovy. Speaking of, I think we can add some more stuff to the empire, can't we? Add all provinces. 2. That's not a lot, but I will do it. See it done. Lucca got murdered by the French. Reformed. Ugh. Venice joined the Catholic League. What's a Venice, though? Right, there you are. In Crete. That's about it. I'm not sure that's going to be a huge help to Mr. Austria, though. And I'm overcapped again. I think I saw this coming and I just didn't act. Also, we're not converting. Why? Oh, because this is a terrible move. Alright. And Bisa said in the comments that I used to count... Well, I talked about not remembering my math on Republic Tradition and whether it's worth clicking this button. And Bisa said that usually I just use this button as a basis for my calculation. And that's true. Like 33 points of mil per tradition. But I know that I also once did a calculation on the net benefit of re-electing, if you're properly reacting at the right times, and then how much that means every point of tradition is actually giving me. Because that's the main game we have on tradition, we're spending it on re-elections. And I still don't have that math around anymore. So yes, I could just say that this is the baseline. And by being the baseline, this button is basically fine. Just by definition, because it is the definition, sure. But that doesn't help me with the decision whether I should press the button or not, right? But I think my logic is still somewhat sound that even if the ratio of monarch points I gain from 3 tradition doesn't quite make up for the loss of 100 monarch points, or 95 or whatever we're paying right now, even if that's true, and I don't know that it is, just if that's true, even then we're currently capping on a mill and we wouldn't be using it for anything great. Be using it for mill development, which is okay, but not nutty. So I think it is still true that clicking the button in order to spend the mill now for more monarch points later is the correct way to go. Think of it as banking monarch points and spreading them around a bit from mill to other places. Bunch of cores, that is quite excellent. Now we're still overcapped on the thingamabob, but I think I still want to make states. Yeah, that government. Whoa. I mean, the change isn't huge, but we're already quite a bit over our capacity. Really do need to do something about that. Ah, well. I'm gonna stay at these places. Do I actually core all of it? Well, if I don't core it, I should maybe have considered not stating it, but question is, what do we need admin for? We're way ahead of tech, so we don't need it for that. We're doing a for very important reasons, I'm sure we're doing espionage ideas. I just feel like I'm playing this campaign with something tied around my legs or something. We could wait for war exhaustion to go away, and I mean, there's a 10% modifier on this. That's not nothing. I think I'm gonna wait, assuming that I have places I can convert, and I do. We might run into... No, we're still fine on this. The this thing, religious unity. I was wondering whether it's important to focus on something that has high unity, but I think Ostergotland here is actually a relevant place to go for. Let's turn on the edict. Let's enforce unity. And you should be fine on the autonomy. Yeah. I mean, it's disgusting and all, but fine nonetheless. Danish separatists, yada yada. I think I wait for my war exhaustion to go away here. We need to somehow consolidate our country. Still not 100% sure how. Especially monetarily. I mean, there's going to be raiding, of course. And it was a time to raid again. Oh, that's my land. Duh. Haven't raided Holland yet. Recent uprising. Has it really been that much time? Or did I just not raid the Danes because we had a truce or something? But these have not been raided. So we should definitely get going on that. You have been until 89. I'm gonna wait. Just to get that synchronization going a bit. Yeah, I will. Or will I? How's Poland doing? Rated 98. Oh man, my synchronization is fudged. Let's wait a few months, and then I'm gonna send some fleet. Probably part of my way overprotected pirate fleet here. Although, while we're not getting a lot of trade power, but you're carrying forage. No, you can't carry. We're not getting a lot of trade power out of these folks. I can't do this. What we do get is a lot of guns. And a lot of guns means that the pirate presence here is just nuts. And the anti-pirate hunting they're doing here is not very effective at all. It's not... It doesn't... I don't think it makes up for the cost we have, but it's something at least. Don't like that we're losing on the trade we have in Lübeck, but I still don't believe that moving my center of trade back is a good choice just yet. If I had money, I would like to upgrade a center of trade. What are you? You're my transports? Some of my transports, yeah. Kalmar got court. Nice, nice, nice. Oryx Station also going away. What about the Swedish spy network? It's probably relevant, right? No, it's not. Can't claim yet. Do we have a ton of claims on the Swedes already? We do. Well, a ton. 2. The number is 2. Let the number of the counting be 2. It's definitely an... Okay, whatever. There's definitely an argument to be made for turning off some of my forts. There's no devastation around these here. I'm not expecting any rebels around here. And we're not in a war. So the only reason we're keeping up all these forts, except for maybe the ones in Sweden. Well, where are those Danish separatists gonna be? In Bohuslän, yeah, see. One reason to keep them up is to keep our army tradition somewhat alive. Do like it being over 40. That's a breaking point for army tradition. Just don't know if that's worth the money we're paying for it, because it's a lot of money. Is it really just my fleet that it's making money so difficult this campaign, or am I missing something? And I'm not like in the most powerful trade node, but it's not a horrible trade node, and I don't have horrible trade power there. And I am privateering for decent ducats. We have like bad tax efficiency as pirates or something. -5 from the Buccaneers. Not sure if we're missing any bonus from other things. Why do you have a -5% tariff efficiency on Queen Anne's Revenge? Do you just get that because for every... No. I don't know. How's that generated? Not rebellious or anything. What does it say there? Oh, we get -5 global tariffs. If they have at least 10 cities. I see. Get an extra merchant, we get more trade power and force limit, which is excellent. But we do lose out on 5%. Not that tariffs are super important, but it's a thing. Yeah, I really need that loan. I hate it. Speaking of the things I want to do. I want to ask my Austrian friends for a lot of things I want. Can't ask them for ducats because they do not have the cash money. I really would like to. Would be great. Right now, we can't. Could ask for a few soldiers, but we're not like utterly need anymore. I would like them, but it's not insane. We're looking for trust. I suppose we'll still do it. Now I don't know how great that is, because we might just lose the alliance anyway when we say no to that war. Which I still haven't decided on. But yeah, do we have another friend? No. Do we want another friend? Maybe. I mean, even if it's only in order to build trust to then... I don't know the guy, but I can't very good claim. To then turn into cash money or folks or something. It's not a horrible idea, I don't think I need to be spying on the Netherlands anymore. I can't claim anything else here. Let's get you home. Do we have a claim on the Polish? I think we have one, right? Yeah, we did claim Danzig. Gdansk. Oh, I have no clue how to pronounce it. GD. A GD. Not a curse. That's a hard no from me. Not 6 years ahead of time. No, we're not going to do that. How are we doing on that war exhaustion? Oof. Still a bit of a big oof. Warsaw? No. No possible neighboring province. Oh, so I have a claim. Never mind. Didn't see that when we just checked. Not coring just yet. I do need to spend a bit. Nah. I hit pause, but I hit it too late. I want to do another round of... Yeah. Strengthen that government again. Fortunately, still not on the edge of absolutism, where we gain a bunch of stuff out of strengthening government. Namely, absolutism. Don't join the Protestant League. Why would you? Now give me a claim on something. I suppose it's Krolovic, because that's a great place. How do we get into war against you? I mean, I suppose by declaring, sure. But how do we do that profitably? I don't quite know yet. Messina declared war in Strong-High. It is already July 89. So we're definitely going to go and have ourselves a merry little raiding navy. I'm gonna bring 22 guys. It's probably way too much, but I don't want to do math or anything like that. Actually, no, let's not do that. Not so much because I want the trade power from these, but I do want the guns to keep my trading power, my raiding power high here. So you're on privateering the English Channel, good. And you will be raiding Calais. Sure. August 89, so we're gonna come back here in a moment anyway. Might as well go to the Straits first then. Straits of Dover. 98% effective is fine by me. I accept. Give me your cash money. Man, it would really help to get just a few provinces here and there to get huge raiding range. Right, if we had like a French province, if we had like Nantes here, that would be 99, so the English we have done. I hate how much I've screwed this up. Well, I screwed this up, but... Mayfairicate claims for subjects. While that has its uses, I doubt that we have a lot of use just here right now. Yeah, so I take 97.8% for a whopping 250 ducats. Excellent. So I assume you are all... No. Wait, how's... Didn't it just say I can't raid here until 98? Must have misread that. No valid targets nearby. Oh, we have a truce. Duh. Yes. I mean, of course we have a truce. Makes sense. Alright. We did do the coast of Holland. We should be able to do Scotland. The further forth. We can. Grab all the cash money there. Yeah, technically we can also do the Moray Firth. Grab that, and I suppose technically, thanks to Iceland, we can also do coast of the Faroes and the Northern Channel here. Not that there's a lot of cash money to be made, but there's some. Can't do Ireland. Oh, raided recently. Really? 92 in Argyll. Huh. I'll believe it. Okay, so we've done over here. So now let's get into Denmark. What do we do with all the money? Do we just pay back the loans we have? It's not even quite enough to pay back all the loans. Somewhat tempted to invest in more money making. What does it mean? Upgrading the center of trade in Stockholm. Partially because we have a mission to have 3 centers of trade, right? I feel like that's a thing. Free trading ports? Yeah. What do we get? Yeah, bit of money. And I like money. It's always good to spend money to make money. It's just that I don't like having loans. It's good to have... Well, it's not good to have loans, but it's good to take loans. They are very, very powerful. I just don't like it. So I'm kind of tempted to pay them back. But frankly, if I can... these are okay. These are not, like, utterly insane. That's pretty good return on money, though. Gotland? Does Gotland matter? It does. I think I'm just going to spend on buildings here, as sad as that might look to some. I want that workshop and that workshop. Honestly, I also want this workshop. NGL. No great temples, but the Gotland thing has to be good. Vilna? Did I care about Vilna? I feel like I didn't much, right? Gotland is great because, yeah, and Vilna is over in... Yeah, we are steering here, but it's not super relevant. So I think I will build the one in Gotland. And we're back to our original amount of money. Which is a bit sad. Rival announced. The Pope rivaled Mecklenburg. Yeah, I'm sure that makes a ton of sense. Why though? Let me raid you. Not an insane amount of money, but money nonetheless. And we should also be able to do the Western Norwegian Sea, I think. I think correctly. Another 12 ducats for Nantes. Oh, we can actually raid, can't we? No, I don't think we can raid up here. I'm going to check, but I don't think we can raid the northern Norwegian Sea. No, that's a hard no. Alright, this is done. We're not going to do the southern Baltic or the Öresund, but we are going to do the eastern Baltic. Get over there, get me that cash money. Also convert those heretics. Groovy. Viborgs, kind of fast. This is actually fast and good. What's a Viborg? You. What's a Viborg? And something Poland. Oh, I was looking for friends, and then I stopped looking for friends. I talked about looking. I wasn't actually looking. I just talked about looking for friends. Saw green over here and thought it might be something good, but no. These just don't seem particularly useful. Really gotta get somebody like France or Spain, honestly. And the French are not our fans because we rated them a bit. Spanish shouldn't be as bad, but they're not happy. What about subjects provinces? Come on. I'm gonna go ahead and just talk to them, maybe. Maybe we can get them to decide that we're good friends. Are you friends with Austria? No. Just in the same league. I'm not even in the same league. Yes, they are. What else? We should be doing something with our diplomats. Not spying, really. But who would I spy on? Spy on the Lithuanians. On the Muscovite. But I'm not super into that eastwards expansion. I mean, getting more of the Novgorod node is, I suppose, good. There's a lot of money here that could be in the Baltic instead. But really, if I do that, I want to have control of the Baltic first, which means grabbing these places in Poland. But then again, my folks aren't doing anything, are they? So, and yes, I can build a spy network for my subjects, but I don't need it. That if I want to declare war on the colonies, I can just do it. What about my war exhaustion? 1.68. Ooh. What's that gonna do? A crusade against the Ottomans. I mean, I like it. In theory. Not sure how that's going to interact with the whole league thing. Wasn't it if a member of a league is attacked, then the whole league comes to defend them? Is this going to trigger the war? Honestly, you know what? We're about at the end of this episode. I'm going to go and live on stage here, EU4 League War. Just have a quick look at those rules. Religious League events? No, I'm looking for the war leagues. Religious League, set of game. Protestant League can declare war on the Catholic anytime using the Religious League casus belli. Which this would not be. If the league leader is attacked by any nation during a league war, the fellow league members will automatically join this defense. Okay. So, if this is true, an attack on the Ottoman will not cause the whole Protestant League to come in. That technically, potentially, possibly a good thing then. Especially if it's the Spaniards declaring and not like the Austrians as such. Because if it's the Austrians declaring, we're probably going to get called in, and you know we don't want that. Nobody wants that. I'm going to click the button again, as weird as it is. How are we making so much of this? +8. Well, I guess we're pretty good. Just period. Yeah. That's what you get for re-electing. No. I know this has not been the most intense episode. Oh, this is 98 stuff. Did I check this? I checked this, didn't I? Yeah. This up here is also 98-ish? No, it's not even rated. But we have a truce, so I can't rate it, right? What a cumbersome mechanic. So how are we at 76% strength? Do you all need a bunch of repairs over here? In your privateering fleet? No, you're all fine. Did you take damage from raiding? Or was it because I was over in open waters? Not sure. I mean, surely I didn't just randomly split off a bunch of damaged galleys. Seems somewhat unlikely. Silly joined the Protestant League. Come on. How much are we losing? Or just the 0.1 from peace? Peace. Disgusting. Rebels broke Denmark. Nice. Varia attacking Circassia. You go, Varia. Gain a stab or gain a base tax? I'm almost certainly going to gain that stab. I mean, if you look at Litgallin, if I were to develop here, it would cost me 45 admin power to get a base tax. That's without edict going. So, yes, we have facilities. For sure. Seems extremely rare that that event is gonna be in such a way that it's worth. What? What's going on? Wait, is Mecklenburg the emperor or something? No, right? Or not? No, it's Austria. Mecklenburg has declared war on Scilly with the restoration of the Union Casus Belli. That's Volgast. That's Mecklenburg. Okay, I'm going to do a second lookup. Restoration of the Union. Oh. The Paradox Engines is telling me that there's too many requests. Paradox Wiki, one that is. So, Navarra can gain restoration through missions? There's a bunch through missions, but I doubt that Mecklenburg has a mission to gain a restoration with Scilly. Surrender of Maine. Why the heck does Mecklenburg have the ability to declare restoration of the Union on Scilly? What am I missing? I'll get it. Hey, maybe there are other means than the events. Restoration. So can be acquired by senior pilots or personal union. If the general part breaks free. So Scilly must have somehow been a subject of Mecklenburg and broken free. That's how they got it. Or junior part, like yeah, they married and then stuff happened, I suppose. It is still freaking weird. Okay. Do you have any friends? Nuremberg, Siena, and Geneva. It's unlikely to be a war that gets the Polish to be undefended by Mecklenburg. Not that I care too much, do I? Only thing I care a bit about is this thing. Oh, the Catholic League. Interesting. The fact that Sweden is in there, because that's actually an enemy. And I would like to fight them separately. I want one of these. In Kalmar. Kalmar provides nothing. Of course it doesn't. Supposed to just take the... Not the manpower. Is it the trade power or just the cash money? It so doesn't matter. There's no tax to be gained here. This is a no trade. I'm gonna take the trade power because it feels more fun. Can't that happen in a good province for once? Anyway, I think we're gonna see this be gone. It's kind of gone already. I think I'm just gonna do my coring now. Nah. I'm gonna put a cut in here. I will remember to do crush the peasantry. I will remember to do the coring next episode. I'm pretty sure, like 79%. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please do hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you have anything to say to me, and then there's always a set of comments down below, as I failed to vertically claim while I'm talking. Anyway, thank you folks for watching. See you folks next time.